What is up, YouTube? Demon Sparks here today again, as always, on this channel. You know it. So today's video is going to be the Volcano EPX. Well, not so much anymore. This is now the EPX Pro. This comes with a stock 540 can sized brushed motor. This is not the stock motor. This is just an example of one I've tried to replace it with. Junk. Here's the Volcano EPX box that it obviously came in. Got these from Tower Hobbies. Very good, reputable source of parts and RCs. I have another work chassis right there for parts and for whatever else I plan on doing with it in the future. It's an off-brand, unfortunately, so it's very hard to find parts for that one. It was a Nitro that I had gotten with the Mamba Monster Castle Creations system, but that'll be for another video. So on to the EPX Pro. What's so special about this, you may ask? 40,000 milliamp hours of capacity. The 3S, 3P, so 3 cells, 3S, and 3 cells in parallel. This is an array of 18650s. You can see the top divots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cells by 3 wide. This is a 12.6 volt or 11.1, technically, whatever you want to consider it. It is lithium based, so the system does recognize it as a 3S LiPo, which is great. Unfortunately, these 18650s not quite up to par on the task of giving a continuous high amperage burst. And I have the new motor in there. This is a 3300 kV brushless. I'm not sure on the brand of it. I think it's a HSP is what it's called. I found this on eBay. As you can see, the specifications are 110 sensorless brushless motor. It's a 3650. It's a 540 can size, same as the original brush. 3300 kV rating with a 3.175 millimeter shaft. Max amp 60. Rotor poles is 4. Max RPM is rated at 50,000. 6 to 8 nickel metal hydride cell or 2 to 3S LiPo. And I did not pay $37.95. I got this as a deal on eBay for $27.95, including free shipping, which is, I would say, a fantastic deal. Absolutely. This is a brand new motor, as I probably mentioned before. Everything's very dusty. I just was out running this. This is going to be pretty much my mate's truck, since I have a new one also. I failed to mention the ESC electrical system is the SC8 RTR. Now this ESC system is definitely a big upgrade from the stock brushed WP1040 brushed ESC. Now mind you, there's nothing wrong with this ESC. I'm not trying to knock it. It's a very great ESC. I already had a 3S LiPo on it. Ran fine, no heat issues, even without a fan on it. Not really supposed to run these without the ESC cooling fan, so don't haze me on that one. But this is a great little ESC. There's nothing really bad wrong with it. I plan on using it myself, since it can do 2 to 3S LiPo. It says so right on it. I researched it also. Yes, it can. Just make sure your jumper is set properly. I think up here for your battery, set to LiPo. For the jumper on the left side rather than the stock, which is on the right. Obviously, make sure if there's any settings for your low voltage cutoff on LiPos, obviously have that set. I personally use, I believe, the 3.6 volt per cell range. And there's also the stock Redcat R3E radio system, stock Hexfly servo. All the shocks are stock, and I'm personally wanting to swap these out with some T-Max ones, as I've seen some people recommend in the forums. Sounds like a great idea. I'm running 4 T-Max shocks, or 2 per set of shock towers, 2 on the rear and 2 on the front, rather than the quad shocks as they normally come stock with. Most handiest of work stands. Benchtop vices are awesome and very helpful at working on RCs too, especially when you gotta rotate the chassis a lot. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn the radio system on and get this thing up and running, show you guys the pretty potential capabilities of the system, despite the like near 4-pound battery on there, but definitely the world's longest runtime, I would say, for an RC. And this is only the temporary solution to this. There are two different types of connectors plugged into the round end of the other plug off the battery. Like I said, this is only a temporary setup right now until I get better lipos, which will be very soon. You can see the spur's a little messed up. The motor shifted out of alignment. It wasn't tight enough. I don't have any thread locker right at the moment, so you can see the spur's a little bit chewed up. It's going to be replaced eventually very soon also. That's completely my fault. So, as far as this chassis goes and this RC as it is, been fantastic. Absolutely amazing with brushless. Can only imagine it with a proper lithium cell battery. As for my other only LiPo pack that I have is in my new truck. You can see the nice Castle Creations Mamba Monster system on here. Well, maybe you can't see it from this side. Ah, there we go. Now you can see it. Mamba Monster 2 ESC 6S LiPo ready. It's my only 3S battery I have. Is this not so up to par 3S reaction. It's only a 20C, very low, I know, but it's been working out fantastic for the time being. 3 to 4000 mAh, 3C charge, 20C 3S battery. Here's the Castle motor, nice and dusty, as you know, like it needs to be. That's how you know it's been good, to get use out of it. It's been on the other system of mine, or rather the other truck, or truggy, whatever you want to call it, of mine, and I haven't been able to use it yet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more soon to come on both of these builds, and be looking forward to some new run videos as well of both of these trucks.